How does it start? I can't remember. Fuck.
We did it right outside.
Google the lyrics of like the beginning though, like the first. Just give me the words though. Don't play it.
I know.
I'm gonna sing. Alex and I are gonna start our podcast this week with the theme song of one of my. Was this one of your favorites as well?
I mean, it's everybody's favorite. It's on all the time.
It was one of my all-time favorite shows.
All the time, and there was like 15 seasons of it, man.
And I've said it before, and I've said it again. I had a crush on the dad as a child. So we're gonna start this theme song.
We should talk about that. When I see their smiling faces, happy. I did the same thing outside. When I see their happy faces smiling back at me, seventh heaven. I know there's no greater feeling than the love of family. Where can you go when the world don't treat you right? The answer is home. That's the one place that you'll find
seventh heaven. Ooh, seventh heaven.
Seventh heaven.
What a good show.
I mean,
hello everybody.
Hi guys.
First we should introduce ourselves. It's just creepy that we went into that and just but hi. They know. You know.
You guys know. It's Alex. It's Kim Congdon and Alex Scarlato.
You guys know what's up. You know it's Kim Congdon and Alex Scarlato.
Oh my God. How high could we be right now? I love it.
You know this is another episode of Broad Topics. You know we're doing this intro really weird.
You know that it's like seems to be a theme now, just like songs at the beginning of the episode. I don't know how you guys are
feeling about it.
I don't know how you guys are taking it in on your end.
If you hate it, you can skip it, but honestly, I love it.
I gotta tell you, when I edit the episodes, can't listen back to the singing part because then I'll have to cut it, and I know you don't want that.
Oh yeah, you don't listen to it. You skip it.
I can't. No,
you should. You have to.
All right, I'll listen to this one. I feel like that one was particularly intense.
This one was bad.
It's a hard song to sing.
It goes really high.
That girl who sings it goes way higher than we were going.
You have to like open your mouth the way you would if Eric Camden was molesting you.
Is that his name
in the show? Yeah, Eric Camden. Yeah,
Camden.
That was their family, the Camdens.
I don't remember it that well now.
Do you remember the blonde boy and the little girl? What was her name?
The boy was Simon.
Simon and Rosie.
No, Ruthie.
Ruthie, you're right. Simon, Ruthie, Mary.
Well, I identified more with them because I was like, I was a little younger than when it came out, so I was like watching it as the young kid.
I was a real Lucy.
You were a Lucy?
Unfortunately. But I hated Lucy. She was so annoying.
Yeah, she made poor decisions. I feel like they all did, really. But I was never on board with hers.
Lucy was just dramatic. Mary was the shit. Mary was who I wanted to be.
Badass.
Bad
Jessica
bitch.
Biel?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah.
She was sporty. She played basketball, remember? And she was like so cool.
Remember the episode she got a tattoo on her ankle?
No. Do you remember when she did drugs?
What kind of drugs?
I don't remember, but she did drugs. And it was good.
It's probably weed.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God. Yeah, they would never tackle anything beyond like he smoked a cigarette.
Oh, remember when Simon and Ruthie smoked a cigarette?
They did the whole fucking trope thing, like, oh, we're gonna make you smoke the whole pack of cigarettes now. Didn't they do that?
Yeah, it was. They made them smoke the whole pack.
Like, such an old school fucking
punishment.
TV concept.
It was abuse.
Yeah.
They showed not only was there abuse backstage, but front stage.
On stage abuse. Yeah, it ended with him like puking all over, and then I remember asking my parents if that really happens if you smoke a whole pack of cigarettes, and they were like, "Yeah, probably."
For the people that aren't following, this is a show called Seventh Heaven. It's about
if you guys didn't catch on by now, I mean, turn it off. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we're just not gonna get along here. If you don't know Seventh Heaven, get on out.
You're not gonna be on our wavelength today.
No, but like Seventh Heaven was a show about a pastor.
No. A pasture is like
grass.
A wide open field.
A pastor.
Yeah.
A pastor. A priest? Was he a priest?
No, he was a reverend, I believe.
Oh, a reverend.
I think so.
It's about a reverend and his family.
Was he a reverend? I'll look it up.
Yeah, he was a reverend. Reverend Camden.
Yeah,
that's what they called him.
I don't have to.
Reverend That's hard to say. Reverend Camden. Camden. Yeah. And he had a family, and they got into like a bunch of drama because they didn't believe in birth control, so they had like 6 kids.
They literally had a whole fucking slew of them.
It was like a white family. It was like 7 kids. Yeah. No, there's 5 kids and 2 parents.
2 parents, that's it.
That's the 7th.
It felt like more kids. I look back, I remember there being like...
There was an older brother, Mary, Lucy, and then the 2. Oh, and then in the later episodes, they had more kids. Remember, they had like the twins?
I think that was grandkids, technically. Like, I think Lucy had kids. I remember there was a whole... Yes, there was a whole plot line where Lucy was pregnant and she had to be on bed rest, and she was like fed up with her bed rest. This was like late seasons.
Wow.
When she grew up, because she married the cop guy. He was
you're right.
I think his name was Kevin.
She did marry a cop.
He was like supposedly the hot one, although not my type of like white boy fucking fuck boy.
What the fuck was that show? But anyways, okay, so...
It was about morality or something? I don't know.
In real life, the guy that played the Reverend actually was married to a woman, and they were... am I getting this right? They were in therapy together, and she recorded him during their therapy session admitting that he was attracted to children.
I didn't know the story in the first place.
You didn't?
I knew that he was... I knew it came out that he was a pedophile. That was all I knew.
But I don't think he had ever touched a kid.
I mean,
am I wrong?
I feel like, am I wrong for sort of respecting people who are sexually attracted to children who have never touched kids?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
you've got it in you to know, like, it's wrong and fucking resist temptation.
Exactly.
Good on you.
Good on you. Keep not touching the kids.
I'm not going to hold it against you for thinking about it,
I always felt like that. He's still my man.
I mean, now that you put it
he doesn't want me now, but... I didn't know I had my shot when I actually liked him. I was like, when I get older, I'm going to marry Reverend Camden. And I could have just done it then.
Hold on. Stephen Collins is his name. Mm-hmm. And this article's headline says that denies being a pedophile after confessing to sexual misconduct with 3 girls. To sexual misconduct with them. That sounds like more than just thoughts.
I think if you look into the sexual misconduct...
3 underage girls confessed to having sexual misconduct with were isolated incidents. I'm absolutely not attracted, physically or sexually attracted to children.
Maybe this is a whole different story that I just told.
Collins told
I was really on this dude's side 30 seconds ago. Oh, no.
Collins also denied that there have been any more victims, saying if more come forward claiming that he had been inappropriate with them, it would not be the truth.
No.
It says in quotes.
He's full on a pedophile.
I mean, he is full of shit. Holy fuck. He had sex with every kid on that show.
7th heaven.
Like, all the little like extras who came in for an episode or 2 to play a friend of one of the kids.
Oh my God.
He had just had a bottomless pit.
It was like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, just a well
of children to fuck. He just welled them. He went down every time he was thirsty. He'd put his bucket down in a well, pulled up some infants.
Just took the tiniest bit of effort. That's all.
Ew. Fuck 7th heaven. I'm out.
I mean, it was a creepy show to begin with.
Fuck that. How weird.
Yeah. I didn't really love it. I remember watching it because it was on all the time. Like, I was in rerun era 7th Heaven.
Yeah, me
you
too.
must have been too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it was played after school.
Like, yeah.
They played after school, like right when your mom made you a snack and you were sitting and you could watch TV right before you started your homework for a little bit. Yep. Did you have that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't choose 7th Heaven unless I particularly like saw it, whatever my favorite show was. If I had seen the episode a bunch of times or whatever, then I'd resort to 7th Heaven.
Like a That's So Raven?
No, I wasn't a Disney girl so much.
What?
Not
Phil of the Future?
I saw a little bit of That's So Raven. I don't think I've ever seen any Phil of the Future.
Even Stevens?
Yeah, that was Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my God, she had to ask. I'm sick.
Yeah, no, I do remember that one.
What did you watch as a child? I watched Jerry Springer a lot.
My grandpa used to love the Maury Povich show and Jerry Springer, and whenever I was like chilling with him, I'd be like, well, yeah, this is what we're watching.
And it got good, right?
It was great. And then my mom, I couldn't understand later on why my mom
was
didn't
mad.
think it was cool for me to watch it. Because to me, I was like, what? It's stupid. I could why shouldn't I watch this stupid shit? Everybody else is watching this stupid shit.
I remember getting that too and being like, it's just stupid.
It's so stupid. Like, how come I can't? And I think in her mind, she was worried that
it would make you like...
I wouldn't understand that it's just stupid. But like, I was like, no, I felt like she didn't understand.
You know what's crazy about that? I feel like we all are exactly who we are from the moment where, like, I almost have the same... I mean, it's not the same, but I have a very similar thought process and logic as to when I was younger. Like, I'm still the same person, just like taller and a little bit smarter. But I, like, you as a child already knew that you weren't going to be that because that's stupid.
Yeah.
You knew that because that's who you are.
I never thought about that, but it 100% applies. I was a little freak as a kid. I'll tell you, it didn't really matter so much what happened over the course of my life. I was predisposed to becoming an intern at Legion of Skanks just like by DNA, I think. I was always such a creepy little kid.
Why?
I think I meant to tell you this story weeks ago and we never got to it.
This sounds scary.
Stop me if I told you though, please.
Okay.
I
wouldn't remember though because I smoke a lot.
Did I tell you about my little horse named Kathy?
No. Okay.
So I had this little toy horse that I got at Toys R Us, like just a little stuffed animal. When you squeezed her, she like went neigh or whatever. And I was obsessed with her.
Okay.
And by the time I was like 5-6 years old, I had like a little kitchen, you know, like a play kitchen or whatever. I was uninterested in using it for any purposes except that, like, well, of course I have a kitchen, so I must prepare food for Kathy, right? But the game that I devised, which was preparing food for Kathy, involved taking a like big thing of yarn from my grandma upstairs, just like taking it, or I would ask her for it. She'd give me one to just be like, do what you want with it. And I would just like snip it into like little pieces. And like I would just snip it into like this bowl. The bowl fit into like the sink in my kitchen, I remember. Just snip it into the bowl and like snip it until it was gone. And then I'd be like, it's oats. It's oats for my horse Kathy. And then I'd like pretend feed it to her, but like knowing that it's not going anywhere every time. The whole game was the cutting part is the point. So like I would have all these oats and then I'd be like, yeah, no, these oats are no good anymore. Tomorrow I'll have to make more. Like, and my mom was fucking furious. I'd just leave these little pieces of yarn all over the fucking house. They were on everything.
Because they stick to things.
I had a scissor obsession. I was
that's crazy.
Obsessed with cutting little
scissors are really exciting as a kid.
Loved them.
Why?
I don't know. I used to pick up my mom's sheets, like pinch them up like this, and just create little snips in it.
No, you didn't.
And just put it back down flat so that you couldn't really see it. But when she'd wash them, she'd be like, there's holes all over my fucking sheets.
No.
Yeah. I was a psycho kid.
That's some crazy shit.
I was always just like weird, and I would do things just because it pleasured me. I'd be like, this feels good. I remember my mom asked me, she was asked her therapist what she should do about her kid who's obsessed with scissors. And her therapist said, ask her how she feels when she cuts things up. And so my mom came home, and she tells me the story all the time. She came home and said, Alex, when you cut things with scissors, how does it make you feel? And I went, good.
It's like some crazy bitch shit.
Really good.
Oh, God. Well, scissors are fun.
Yeah.
When me and my sister were little, we played this weird game at the beach where, like, I would just like push her as a wave was coming and let it like suck her into the ocean, and I would be like the lifeguard that would like come in and drag her out.
So it was a rescue game.
Yeah, but I'd be like, you have to be face down floating. She'd be like floating on the ocean. And like the waves would like crash over her. Like we grew up on the beach, so we were used to it, but it was like crashing and she'd be like rolling and I'd be like, I'm going to save you. And she was like all sand in her eye.
Did you have real lifeguards just blowing their whistle every fucking 5 minutes?
Every once in a while, yeah. They would be like, don't play like that.
Like, please don't fucking scare us. Like,
yeah.
We have a serious job here.
My alcoholic dad would pretend he was dead all the time just to get scared the lifeguards. It was like sick. He was like, watch this, kids. And he'd pretend he was dead and be like, brr, and be like, gotcha.
Literally get them all the way into the water.
No, he would just get a whistle and he'd be like, gotcha. And like, get out.
I would hate that. You know how much
And we
anxiety?
Thought it was so funny as kids, but now like as an adult, I'm like, that's a dick move.
I mean, if you're taking your job seriously as a lifeguard, that shit comes with anxiety. You have to be on point.
Yeah, but it was
never not be looking like.
Yeah, but it was like he was face down, but he was like,
yeah, I'm sure he was like
2 feet in the water.
Yeah,
we were standing around him just watching him and like laughing like, Dad, stop. But he like thought it was so funny.
That's
but
hilarious.
It's weird that you play like weird things as a kid.
Yeah. I mean, I would just snip things up all day and be like, I'm playing games. This is fun. And in my imagination, like, I was making oats for Kathy.
You know what's weird? I was very, very obsessed with like painting and drawing, and I was so bad at it. Still really bad, and I still love it.
That's not weird. Just keep doing it.
Oh.
I feel like that's cool. Why not?
I just don't like to do things I'm not good at.
I feel like you probably think you're not good at it, but it's hard to be really bad at painting and drawing. You just have to find the things that you like to paint and draw.
Maybe.
The things that you enjoy drawing are the things that it's your best work, I'm sure. Because that's how things are.
I guess. I just try to avoid drawing altogether now.
I enjoy it, although I wish I did it better.
You doodle really well.
I doodle a lot, and I have aspirations in the back of my head to just become like an animator one day. Like, like maybe I could learn over like 10, like literally just take my time, do it on the side of podcasting, and in 10 years I'll have a pretty good fucking handle on it.
I put not even 10 years probably.
I don't know how to draw like in perspective basically at all though, and I still do it though.
Yeah, that's true. Also, everything's easy if you just like YouTube. If you like want to pick one thing to get good at, you just like YouTube how to do this, and you do it like every day for a long time. You'll figure it out. I'm sure. True. I think I just have so many things I'm interested in. I don't have time to like.
That's the problem.
Invest my time.
Pick one, yeah, and like. I don't know. You
just have to know your chances of what you're going to be best at and pick that one, because it's like maybe that will give you the room and time to be able to have fun and try the other ones.
Exactly. And learning how to draw seems ultra time consuming compared to like podcasting and like radio.
It's all time consuming though.
It
really
is, but like
podcasting is time consuming.
It is, but it's more active at this point, whereas like I'd be having to just go through a learning process for a crazy long time without actually producing anything. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So there's a difference there, I feel.
That's true. Oh my gosh. So I want to talk about this because they brought it up on Legion of Skanks last night, but they didn't get into it. The fucking Thai boys that were found in the cave after 10 days.
You were flipping out in the corner.
I was flipping out.
You were like, how are you guys not talking more about this? Basically?
Because those kids, holy fuck. Okay.
Just doing your own research in the corner, I saw.
Oh yeah. Oh. You know how long it's going to take? Okay, so you guys don't know, if you haven't heard, there was 12. It was 12 boys on a soccer team and their coach, and they all ventured off into this cave in Thailand. And I guess they went really deep into the cave, and suddenly there was like a huge rainstorm, like a flash flood that happened, and they got rained into the cave, and they were missing for 10 days. They had literal people diving with tanks under the water, like it was fully submerged cave, and they were like they couldn't find the bodies, they couldn't get into some cracks, they don't know what was going on. They finally like got through a wall that they broke down. They found all of them alive, huddled in a corner in a dry spot. Like the craziest thing ever. They've been there for 10 days. They survived off just water. And oh
my God. Holy shit.
They might not be able to get them out. What?
I mean, I was just going to say that there's 12 boys and their coach. Imagine being that fucking coach.
I know.
Just like, I'm freaking out for myself, but I've got to hold these fucking boys together.
Oh, he's mentally fucked.
I mean, no, he
has so much responsibility, though.
He's killing it, though. Like, that they were all found alive. Like, that's crazy.
I know. And he probably led them to a dry spot and, like,
instructed them what to do and just kept them calm and stuff. Imagine.
I know. And there's, like, minimal injuries, but they're saying it might take 3 to 4 months to get them out.
That seems like unnecessary. I don't understand what could take that long.
Okay. I looked into it.
You've really done your research.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I don't have to look anything up right now.
No. So the first problem is they're really weak, and their oxygen levels are deprived because they've been having the same oxygen in the cave. In the very small, like whatever the cave's giving out, that's it. And so they're
evaporates from the water. Like after they breathe it all up, it's just water oxygen. That's crazy.
So their oxygen levels are all fucked up. So it's dangerous because there's so much water in the cave that the divers had to go through to even find them. That they're too weak right now to individually take. Second problem, nobody knows how to swim. All 13
Wow.
of them. Not one of them can swim.
How old are these boys? Do you know?
They're
offhand?
10 to 15, I think.
Wow.
Mostly looks like 10 to like 13-year-olds and a couple older ones.
So they literally need, I mean, they're going to need like oxygen masks and all that stuff. They're going to need to breathe. Like they don't even know to, yeah.
Third problem is Navy SEALs found them. 2 Navy SEALs found them. And the Navy SEALs said it was a very difficult scuba
Like
dive.
U.S. Navy SEALs?
Yes. No, I think so. No, Australian Navy. Does Australia have Navy SEAls?
I don't know if you would call them Navy SEAls in Australia.
They called them SEALs.
Oh,
Navy
the SEALs. Okay, yeah.
They called them Navy SEAls.
All right, then.
Okay, but
I don't know my shit then.
I don't know. Anyways.
I don't know shit.
They found them, and they said it was a really, really hard scuba dive to get there. Like, and they're advanced scuba divers. Like, that's their job.
They're probably just they're the best rescue team on the whole planet.
And they had a hard time getting through, so they're scared. So what they're saying is they sent in 2 Navy SEALs who are sacrificing 3 to 4 months to go there and train the children to professionally dive. And that's why it's taking so long.
So
this is a fucking movie.
So this will be a movie.
These kids are going to come out trained Navy SEALs.
I give it literally 3.5 years before this is a legitimate movie.
Yeah,
in all theaters all across the world.
Yeah,
but that's crazy. Are they?
There's some Hollywood director right now jacking off to the article of this.
They're writing the script already. Yeah, I'll bet somebody is writing the script already. Mm-hmm. Imagine. No, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm literally just high.
It's shocking, right? That it's going to take so long.
It's crazy that it's going to take so long. But my question is, are they like transporting food to these boys now? Like,
yeah. They brought med kits in. They brought a prescription medication. Like
the fucking feeling of the moment when your rescuers arrive. Like
they have video of it. They have video of it.
I don't know if I can.
It's just like a flashlight. You saw it last night. The flashlight video.
I know, but
and then the kids are like saying like "thank you," and they're going eat, and they're just saying "eat" over and over again. It's so fucked up.
The kids are saying like I want to eat.
Mm-hmm. It's been 10 days. Shit. And then one of them asked, "How long have we been here?" And then
I guess
you lose track of time after like the day 3. You're like, what's 8 hours? What's 5 minutes?
10 days could probably feel like 3 weeks, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. When time is just going by. No,
they knew it wasn't 3 weeks because they're like, we're still alive. We haven't eaten.
I know, but it could like feel time-wise like 3 weeks, if you know what I mean.
It's
like
true.
Literally feel like it's been
and
that
also
much
if they're like licking rocks in their head, they're like, maybe I'm getting minerals. I'm staying alive for 3 weeks. They're like, if she starts fucking with your head,
you placebo yourself into thinking you could stay alive.
Yeah,
that's probably a great method, honestly, to just convince yourself like, no, I'm going to survive because of this and because of that. Yeah, I'm healthy. I'm great. Like,
how terrible would it have been if they were just stranded in that cave and the coach is a child molester?
Oh my God. They're just
3, and they're like, sorry boys, you're gonna be here for 3 or 4 more months.
I was gonna say the rescuers.
Your coach will take care of you though.
We're here to get you out of this horrible cave. And they're like, yeah, the cave.
It's the cave that's the problem.
It's terrible.
Not this dude's dick in our ass.
Oh, and I guess we are hungry. I didn't even think about it.
You know what? You're right. We haven't had food in a few days.
That's hilarious.
Could you send some ice packs?
Oh my God. No, I have to believe he was a really good guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
he kept those boys alive. They're all fine.
That's a hero.
True.
Imagine.
I would have just off myself and been like, peace. I can't watch y'all die slowly.
I mean, what happens if the rescuers don't come and people start getting really hungry for each other? There's one person there who's probably stronger than the rest. That's a decision to make as an adult. You're going to eat these boys?
Well, one boy would probably die of starvation. Everyone else would eat him quickly.
I mean,
but then you're eating raw human. I'm
pretty sure that if you are the adult in the group, you're probably the person who calls the shots as to whether everybody's going to eat Timmy, you know?
Yeah, and you're going to say, you can't eat raw human. You got to cook it.
You have to cook human?
I think so.
Why? Kim, if you're starving, just eat raw human. What's the difference?
Really?
What? Yeah, if you don't have fire and you're starving, you got to eat raw human.
Can't you get sick from eating raw human?
I think you could get sick from eating any kind of human.
No, I mean, yeah, any kind of human. That's true.
Ugh. Cooked human, I think, would make me nauseous.
How fucked up would it have been if they didn't get found? They would have just been alive boys in a cave that died.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
That's basically being buried alive with friends.
Yeah.
Which is as a little better than being buried alive by yourself, I guess.
I bet there's so many people that have been buried alive by accident, like they were pronounced dead, because there's a few stories of people coming back to life during their funerals, and it's like, oh my god, if it was a few hours later.
Oh, I think over the course of history, a lot of people were buried alive.
Oh my god!
Because if you think about it, I'm sure before medicine was good,
and they knew like you were dead for sure. Like you still had a pulse, and they're like, it's twitching, but I think that's normal. Put them in the box.
Basically, something like that. Like somebody basically enters a coma and is, has a chance of coming back, but their heart rate's very low and they're breathing extremely slow or something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Whatever it is, you could fucking make a mistake.
Oh my god, imagine waking up in a fucking just underground in a coffin.
I don't remember what the context of it was.
That happened to someone.
I don't remember what the context of it was, but I remember a certain scenario where like they would, my mom told me this. I'm not sure if it's true. Everybody, this is stories from Angela. When I asked her why we have a wake when people die, and like we have like the body just sitting there and shit, and why I think I asked her why we call it a wake. And she said that as far as she understands it, it's because there in like the 1800s or back in the day, whenever there was like accounts of people being buried and like later on for whatever reason, their bodies needing to be exhumed and there being like scratch marks on the inside of the coffin, which made people think like maybe we should wait 3 days, just leave the body sitting here, give it a chance to wake up if it's going to.
Whoa. And a wake is like one final like get up. Yeah. Because we're about to put you in this box forever.
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
I mean, at this point, that's not the case because we know medically whether you're dead or not. Like, it would
that's
be
how it
way
started.
More rare, but that's how it started. Yeah.
Yuck.
That's crazy.
Yuck.
I hope that's true because it's such a creepy story that I like it.
It's such a creepy story.
But I also like feel terrible for everybody who ever woke up in a coffin.
6 feet under, so deep under the ground.
No one will hear you. Chance.
No
you can't Uma Thurman your
the
way
only thing,
up there.
Do you know what has probably happened? Someone's been buried alive. Someone else has been visiting their gravestone and they've heard them and dug them up.
Do you think so?
It has to have happened in the history of humans.
Oh my God.
Right?
Ah, imagine.
Like you're like saying bye to your mom and you hear her go like, help.
Like, somebody help me. She can't hear you at all. Like,
yeah. And just at the right moment, you're like, I think I hear.
No, but Kim, imagine this fucking thing where very faintly, she's really deep under, and very faintly you kind of like have your head near the ground. You think you hear like help, but you're not sure. And you just decide
to dig up the body.
Yeah, and nothing. Like, either way, if you decide to dig up the body and it was nothing, how fucked up is that? Or if you are just like, no, I must be hearing things because my mom's dead. I need to accept things and move on. And then,
This is like a show or something.
I mean, now that I thought about that, anytime I ever hear anything at a gravesite, I'm mentioning it to somebody.
Yeah, you're like, I heard someone yell help down there.
I think I did. I don't know.
I don't know.
Please exhume them. Exhume them.
Oh, wow.
That's fucking
That's
dark.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I just learned some crazy shit from you.
Yeah. I feel like it sounds like a logical story.
Wow.
Shit's wild.
Fuck that. Fuck going out like that.
Yeah. Any fake out death would be terrible. Where like you just like get cured from cancer and you die in a car accident on the way home. Like don't let me think that I made it out and then I die. Or
I wonder
like
how many
that.
people fake their own death in 9/11 to get out of like student loans and stuff.
Do you think there were people who just literally woke up that morning and instead of feeling the shock and awe that everybody else felt, were like, how do I personally capitalize on this?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that's sociopathic.
I mean, that's a lot of people, though.
Yeah. I mean,
someone had to have done it. Someone in 9/11, like, that was, like, near the building but wasn't, and then and everyone was calling, he didn't answer yet, or she didn't answer yet, and she's like, this is my chance. Like, they're not going to be able to identify so many of these bodies. It's just going to be people missing.
I am up and leaving.
I have student loans. I have fucking debt. I could just leave.
Imagine.
How do you get a new life, though?
And then imagine you're a child of a 9/11 victim listening to this podcast, wondering, did my dad just leave?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Pete Davidson.
Sorry, guys. No, he's dead. I promise.
Yeah, no, he's dead. Don't worry. That's so funny. But really, if it's a dad that went missing, I'd be like, really, nigga? If it was my boyfriend, I'd be like, really?
Bro, you couldn't run fast enough?
No, you just took your chance and dipped. You didn't die in that building. I'd be calling his phone every day. Like, I know you're alive. What's your new name, huh?
I'm going to call Verizon and find out what the new number is. What you mean disconnected?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
Well, you had you said you had a really good should we wait for the would you rather?
Let's wait a little while for the would you rather.
Okay.
Should we save it for the end? Or do you want to maybe go back and forth on a couple? Do you have one for me?
I could think of some.
I have a pretty good one that might lead to some discussion, actually.
I could, yeah.
All right, this week's Would You Rather comes from...
Would you rather...
other... I was trying to echo you. Came in really late.
No, it was good.
So, Brian, our friend Brian, gave me a awesome Would You Rather when I was preparing for today's show.
Okay.
I can't answer it myself, so maybe we could discuss it.
Okay.
Would you rather have sex with your boyfriend in your dad's body or have sex with your dad in your boyfriend's body?
Have sex with your boyfriend in your dad's body.
Let it sink in.
Ugh.
Or have sex with your dad in your boyfriend's body.
Well, either way, they're having sex with each other.
Not really.
Oh, I'm having sex with my dad.
You're going to have sex either with your dad's spirit in Lewis's body, or you're having sex with Lewis. It's Lewis. It's Lewis's consciousness in there, but it's in your dad's body.
Oh, I'm either having sex with my dad's mind or body.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
That's so fucked up.
That's so wrong.
You guys, what do you guys do?
Oh my God.
What did you say?
I didn't answer it yet.
You didn't answer it yet?
I have no answer for that one, man. I'm stumped, but you have to answer it. Would you rather? I just can't even think of the pros and cons of either. Like, I always find a loophole. Can I roofie my dad in Lewis's body so that he passes out and then I rape him? No, because the whole point, you can't roofie somebody. The whole point is that we're merging this scenario. Yeah.
Probably blindfolded dad's body, Lewis mind. I could never have my dad remember me fucking him. I would rather take the hit with my mind. No, because then I'll be fucked up for life.
Yeah. I mean, you probably
will
would
either be both fucked up for life or I'll be fucked up for life, though.
Would you be as fucked up for life if it were Lewis's body, though? Could you maybe dissociate?
But my dad's mind seeing me?
Ooh, you know what else, though?
Ew.
You know what else is bad about that scenario? I don't think I'd be able to, once it switched back, I wouldn't be able to have sex with my boyfriend anymore without remembering the time that he was my dad. You know?
That's true.
So, yeah, we figured it out.
It's dad's bod.
Yeah, it's dad's body. It sucks, but it's better in the long term.
It's better long term. You never have to do it again. You can close your eyes the whole time, probably.
When you get back to your boyfriend's body, you're so thrilled. You love him more than ever.
Yeah, you're like, it's not my dad.
Strengthens your bond. You guys went through this together. His consciousness was there.
True.
He had to experience being your dad. It wasn't easy for him.
That's true. My question is so much lamer than that one.
I know. I threw one. I think we're never going to pass that one.
That one was really hard.
Any girl who listens to this show, please let us know. Would you rather have sex with your boyfriend in your dad's body or have sex with your dad in your boyfriend's body?
Yeah. Let us know. I need to know your answer because I don't know if I chose the right one. But to me, if I had to.
I think we did. I think we worked it out pretty well.
I think logically that was the most sound mentally. But you would be scarred. You could never look at your dad.
It's gonna suck for you. Yeah, it's
you know the shape of your dad's dick in you. Like, ew.
No matter what, your relationship with your dad is gonna change. It's a matter of whether, like, this could almost.
But he won't know. He won't remember. It's just his body.
Yeah, your relationship with your dad's gonna change no matter what. You could maybe preserve your relationship with your boyfriend if you pick a certain one. You know, it's tough. It's tough out here in these would you rather streets.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Mine's so lame.
I want to hear your lame
Mine
one.
is so lame.
Maybe the easiest thing to like throw an answer
I don't
out.
think it's super easy. Would you rather have 1 week a month, not including your period? It could be it's a random week, so it could be during your period, where your pussy just outwardly smells terrible. 7 days out of the month.
Every month.
Every month.
And can I ask a question about that scenario?
Yeah.
Is it on
it's through your clothes.
Is it on a schedule like my period is, where like I know that I could plan around?
No.
Not like. So I don't know when it's.
It's
happen.
1 week out of the month. You don't know when it's going to happen. It's like herpes, but it's stinky pussy herpes.
It could be like bookend.
It's stinky pussy herpes.
It could be like the last week of 1 month and then the first week of the next one. It happens 2 weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, that could happen.
What's the other option?
Or have extremely bad breath all the time. I mean, all the time, to where like
if I
gum doesn't help.
I literally have gum in my mouth,
and it smells like someone shit in your mouth.
It smells like a combination of gum and vomit.
Yeah, and it's like constant, no matter. And it's like when you talk to people, it's like they can smell it.
Oh, that's actually way hard. It's not that lame. That's a really hard question to answer.
Thank you.
Bad breath is unattractive on anybody, right? Mm-hmm. But there's like a stigma. There's like a stigma to a smelly pussy.
That's true.
Like I feel like vaginas are not like, it's a thing that you like learn growing up, is that like sometimes they're smelly and guys think it's gross and all that stuff. And like I feel like the first time I ever like showed my vagina to a guy, I was like very self-conscious about like, well, what if it's smelly? What if he thinks it's smelly?
Yeah.
Even when
guys
like,
don't
I'm
even
like,
think about it.
I don't think it's smelly. Whatever. Like you could tell when it's fucking smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it sucks to have a smelly vagina for a week, 7 full days. It's not even like 5 days.
No, it's 7 full days.
It's not even like 5 to 7.
Okay, it's 5 to 7.
It's not much better. I don't know why I like asked.
It is a little better though.
It's like period. It's like what's supposed to be period length.
Yeah. Some days it's longer, some days it's shorter.
You feel like you hit the fucking jackpot if you like get it the week that you have your period anyway. Mm-hmm. You're like, I'm good.
So those months are good.
But what are the odds of that? 1 in 4.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
25% of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Then smelly pussy.
Smelly pussies for me too. I
think I could also cover up the smell of my pussy better, like
than your mouth.
It's guys who I decide to show my pussy to.
No, it's so bad it kind of comes through your clothes a little. So it's like if someone had their face next to your crotch in your jeans, they could smell it.
Like by the end of the day when I take my pants off, like when I take my pants off at the end of the day, you wouldn't want to smell them. They smell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks. How bad's my breath again?
I mean, equally bad. But just constantly.
It smells like the pussy. That's the same smell coming either from the...
It's just like shit breath.
Where would you rather have this smell? Once a month from your vagina or all the time from your mouth?
Yeah. It's a really good question.
Okay, then once a month from my vagina when you phrase it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks, though.
It sucks. It's not good. Ladies, let us know what you'd do. And men, what would you prefer to have in a woman?
I'll tell you, in that scenario, I never get over it. The rest of my life, I'm extremely self-conscious about my smelly pussy. It's something I think about every time I'm with people. Mm-hmm. I'm spraying myself with perfume. People are like, why do you use so much perfume? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. I already know that you know.
Yeah. I know y'all call me fishy back behind my back.
I don't have to hear it. I can smell it.
I don't have to hear it. I can smell it. Oh my God.
That's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, and people do have problems where they smell bad.
I mean,
remember when did we look up on the podcast the girl that constantly smells like fish?
No.
There's a girl who has a disease where her skin smells like fish constantly.
It's not just her vagina, though.
No, it's her whole body.
It's almost better. I swear to God, it's better that it's your whole body than to have it just be your vagina.
That's true. You could be like, that's my armpit, sorry.
Oh, look, there's a couple of videos.
The woman who constantly smells of fish.
Should we watch the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is interesting. I have an ad. Hold on. Yeah, this sounds like she must have done something bad in a past life.
She usually smells sort of quite oniony. It's quite a strong smell. For some reason, I thought it's called fishiitis.
Fishiitis?
Oh my God.
Very dramatic.
This is a show called Born Different. It is very dramatic opening.
Radiographer Kelly Fido-White has an unusual metabolic condition with a rather unpleasant symptom.
The main sort of scientific
I thought that was her
name for it is
medicine.
trimethylaminuria. It's also known as fish odor syndrome.
The condition affects her on a daily basis, and it first became apparent when she was at school.
They're like, hey, you smell like dirty pussy.
Hey, your parents didn't want to tell you this, but we will.
On one occasion when I'd say, oh, I've had fish paste sandwiches for my lunch, when kids would say, oh, you smell of fish. That was quite difficult.
She had to make up fake fish stories.
The fact that she was bullied about it made it 10 times worse, I think, for her. And
it's also the fact that she's super fat made it 10 times worse.
I was spending.
You think if she was a hot girl who smelled like fish all the time, it would be different?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is Jenny. She smells like fish, but we love her.
Yeah, they call her like Susie Salmon. Oh no, that's from The Lovely Bones. I reference that movie way too much. They'd call her like something cute like escargot.
Fishy bitchy.
No, that's nails. Caviar. Is that what I meant? They'd call her caviar. This is caviar.
This is caviar. She smells like fish, but we love her so much.
Caviar's cool. She smells like fish.
Be nice to caviar. Don't be a bitch.
We like sushi. We don't care if she smells like fish.
I mean, fucking take a pair of nose plugs if you need them. God.
You've never seen a real life mermaid before?
I'm in the shower. Red hot water, scrubbing until my skin was bright red.
Oh no.
She just got out of the shower.
Showing her little toes. That bothers me. Don't show a shot of her feet.
Kelly's condition.
It's a shot of her getting out of the shower and so goes, what the fuck is that smell? It's like every time. She's like, God damn it.
Damn it.
She goes back in her room.
The whole fucking bathroom smells now. It's all humid in here and fishy.
It smells like that fucking Blackfish documentary in here.
She takes a shower and just leaves slime behind in the fucking this fish slime. I mean, it must have been hard because I can't imagine not bullying that girl.
You have to.
You have to. If you're a kid, you have to. Kids are fucking...
It's a right as a child to bully that girl.
Yeah, kids are terrible. Like, you have to. Otherwise, you won't fit in.
True.
You'll be like her then.
That's true. Fuck.
Yeah, nobody wants to be
that fish lady. Rough.
It sucks.
That fish lady had a rough time.
I'll bet there's a lot of diseases like that. That's just like you've heard of people who have had the hiccups for 8 years. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah,
that's like
fucked up.
Fairly common compared to something like this.
Every time I get the hiccups, I think it's never gonna go away.
I have the same. I'm like, all right, it's gonna go away in 10 minutes or never. I'm
like, this is it. I'm gonna be a Guinness Book of World Records winner.
I mean, that sounds like it really sounds hellish.
Oh yeah. No, the people that have them all the time, it's like that's what it sounds like. It's like some crazy shit. And when they talk, it doesn't happen. But when they stop it, and it just keeps going. Yeah. Like their thing is like in a constant twitch.
So you have to be the person who talks the most in the room.
They should start a podcast.
Should. Yeah. That's shitty.
We have to cut this podcast early today.
I didn't want to do it. Unfortunately, we have to cut the podcast a bit early.
So you guys, thank you for listening. It's been so fun.
We literally love you all. We're so appreciative of all you guys listening. Please, if you do love the show, go on iTunes and give us a 5-star review. Literally, you don't even have to put effort into like writing yourself. Or just write.
Write dope.
Cool.
Sick.
Cool show.
I love that bit about whether they'd rather have their pussy smell like fish or their mouth smell like shit. Like, leave good positive reviews like that.
Gosh, right? I've listened. Just make it 5 stars.
Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon. Follow Alex
on Instagram at intern_Skrillex.
Fuck yeah.
Love you guys.
See you next week. Bye.
Peace.